guess I probably should start off with my name. I'm Anna Bruce, and I was in the Sony video, the Sony Alpha Female video. So the biggest thing for me was the mentoring. I really wanted that mentoring, and I wanted a new camera, and because my camera is like over 10 years old, my equipment's super old, and the mentoring was pretty crucial because I've been in business before, so I really wanted somebody to help coach me through so I wouldn't make the same mistakes again. And at the time I was super tight for money, so I didn't think any of those things were possible. But it's really funny how things work out. Like, I was able to get a business coach and a business mentor who I've had for the last 6 months, and hopefully will be continuing with her for another 6 months. One thing that I really wanted to do in the Sony Female Alpha program was to have a solo exhibition, and I managed to do that even though it wasn't at a gallery, through a coffee shop. Like, I was able to plan my own show and exhibit a body of work that was cohesive. As far as the work that I wanted to create, I did have a project in mind that I wanted to do while doing the mentorship program, and it looks like I'll be finally able to tackle that this year. So, a lot of things have fallen into place. I don't have a new camera yet, but hopefully by the end of the year, I'll have enough money to buy a new camera. But, gosh, like, I was so disappointed when, obviously our names weren't called out, and it just felt like, oh gosh, what next? Like, I felt like I didn't sleep, I didn't eat, I didn't have a normal life for 2 weeks. I put my heart and soul into the application, and just not to be a part of it was devastating. But in a way, a lot of those things have come to fruition anyways. So it's been like a really interesting road since. And obviously the opportunities that Sony has, their network would be of great help. But, if you just keep pushing forward and keep putting yourself out there and being true, I think it's going to happen. Maybe not as fast, but it'll happen. And so it's been good. Still pushing on. I haven't given up.
Yay.
And when it comes back around, I won't give up. I'll just keep going.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Heather. I'm doing pretty good. It definitely took a little while to kind of get over the initial shock of, not just me not getting in, but really no one I knew. Because I really thought that, maybe it wasn't my time, but it was going to be somebody's time that I knew. And when it wasn't anybody, it threw me for a loop. But it definitely made me focus on myself and what I was doing and the energy I had and where I was putting it. Took a couple of months and regrouped, and then at the beginning of the year started submitting to galleries pretty regularly, and it is May now, and I think I have had art in some sort of gallery every month since February. So various shows, sometimes with multiple locations, and I hope to continue that trend and expand. I really wanted to work on a project that helped people process their trauma through art, and I haven't quite laid all the plans for that out, but I'm graduating in 2 weeks, so hopefully that in and of itself will help me make that happen as well.
And you'll have more time.
And I'll have more time.
You have
to
more
devote
time. You've had so much on your plate.
For sure.
And I'm kind of excited to see what happens with your project from that time. We'll have to check back in with you.
Yeah, for sure.
And see where you're at after this grueling process of becoming who we are as artists.
Right. And I am part of a group show that is focused on mental health and healing. We haven't really found a venue for us yet, but we do have a collection of work that is about 30 pieces, if I'm correct. I'm just looking for a home for it, so hopefully we'll find it. That's step one, definitely.
Well, hey guys, this is Jen. I was behind the camera earlier interviewing these two wonderful ladies. I will do my interview later. But I just kind of wanted to sit here with all of us. We put so much work into our application for the Sony Alpha Female project. And I do want to thank Sony for sending out some swag today for us so we could have a nice little meetup today. And we appreciate you guys doing that and believing in all of us. So guys, how do you feel right now with where you're going with your future as far as your life and art and projects and
Well, I guess I'll go first. So I feel pretty good. I definitely have more of a direction on a new project that I'm working on. I ended up getting mentoring, as I said, which was awesome. I'll be working towards getting a new camera at the end of this year and just continuing to grow my career and my purpose as an artist. Before I hand it off to Heather, I just also want to give major props to Jen because it was her idea to put this together for all of us. So
I love my
thank
sisters.
you.
I love my sisters.
So let's give her credit, Sony, because that is bold. And as we all know from my video, I talked about being bold.
Yeah.
So that was, good props there for you. But yeah, that was my part.
Yeah. So I think that I definitely got some direction as well. It wasn't the right time, and in the moment, that was not the first thought that came to mind, but it is now, and I'm definitely building towards, greatness in a much more organized way.
That's awesome. Yeah, so I know I put some action items in on my list of things that I've written down. I mean, that was just the hardest week and a half of my life. I don't know about anybody else, but it was hard.
Yes.
So I was able to execute some things right away, and I think I'm with Anna. I really would have loved to have mentorship. Even for 3 months out of 6 months would have been great.
Yeah.
To have some accountability and somebody who believes in you behind you, like, consistently. And I know I've been lacking that in so many ways in my life, so it's been nice to realize that and then move forward with how can I solve this problem, or how can I have a creative solution to this. So I'm excited for this year because I've just been letting it unfold and walk through things that I haven't walked through before, and I totally planned and didn't plan this, but I'm excited because I get to cheer with my sisters here at what we're doing in our lives and all the creativity that we have within us that we want to put out on paper and in print and in photos and projects and
For sure.
so I just wanted to encourage you all out there watching. Your story matters. The things that you're doing may not seem like it's a huge thing right now, but all these baby steps that you're taking are really huge steps to the purpose that you've been called to do. So I just wanted to give y'all a shout out. Keep doing you.
For sure. And rally around your friends and
Yes,
support them.
find your community.
And don't give up. Keep going. Because success does take time.
For sure.
Thank you.
My name is Alicia Glassmeyer, and I applied for the Sony Alpha Female mentorship program recently. And I was obviously not accepted or a winner, but after quite a while of feeling a little upset about that and depressed, I'm getting back into finding motivation again. I don't think I ever actually anticipated that I would be chosen as a winner, just because I know how many amazing photographers are out there, and still you always have that hope of, I really wanted that mentorship because I feel like that's what I'm lacking more than anything, is confidence and the idea of, like, what step do I take next? How do I put myself out there? To be honest, I haven't taken a whole lot. I did put a website out there with my photography, which was a huge step for me, but I haven't, I don't know, I kind of got in a zone where I wasn't happy for a while, not really related to the program or anything, but just other stuff that I'm dealing with, and so I haven't been doing a lot. I haven't even been taking photos lately, which makes me sad, but I'm trying to get back into that place where I'm going back out there, which is why I'm here today, actually. Trying to meet with other people who have similar mindsets and similar experiences and goals in life, and getting myself back in the frame of mind of, even if I didn't win, I can still do this, and it's up to me. I've learned you have to, celebrate the tiniest of baby steps, because otherwise what do you have, right? I have no reason to not be honest with myself about it and realize that I'm probably the biggest barrier to my success. So I just trying to surround myself with people that can maybe help me get past that and take that next little baby step that might lead to something. I would like to thank Sony, regardless of if I was selected or not, you know, it challenged me to put some of my goals and dreams on paper and really kind of made me think like this is what I want and whatever happens, stick to it and however long it takes. So thank you for kind of pushing me in that direction and giving me a little bit more motivation to go for what I want. And I feel like even if I'm not part of that process now, just having the group that was formed on Facebook and, you know, having other people to connect with now, I may not have the mentorship I thought that I could with this program, but I'm finding it in other people and, you know, in other places I didn't expect.
Hi, my name is Jen, and I did apply for Sony Alpha Female last year. A big part of my application was I needed to get counseling, and so last year, right after promoting Passion, I went and got counseling. Pretty much immediately, I knew I was needing to get some help to deal with some internal issues that were holding me back and stopping me from progressing to some goals that I have. And so I feel really successful in that I was able to accomplish that despite not winning. I was really excited to move forward. And so I have a really, really good path going on that. And another part of my application was working on my wedding business. And this year, 2019, I decided to give away a wedding package. And that is just not something that you see people do a lot. And I felt that it was important to give back to the Renaissance Fair community this year. And I did. And it paid off royally in that I was able to gain new clients from a contest that I put on. And I tell you, every single client was amazing. And I just cannot believe that I'm lucky enough to get to do the things that I love, including wedding photography and art. On the art side, I've just been continuing to work on personal work, which is the Fair Maiden project, which is something that is still cultivating. And I'm working through what I want to say about it, but I know it's a type of project that does unify a lot of us and we have so much in common as much as we do different. And so I wanted to take this dress and make it a symbol of something that I'm still working through on how to communicate it, and which is really cool though, because I get to share it with you as I evolve the project. And once I get enough images, I'd love to have a gallery show or something that brings people together to view it. And so that is my hope for that part of the project. So in many ways, me applying I was able to write down things maybe I had been not letting myself dream about, or I've forgotten about, or wanted to get some clarification on. So I feel like I've been very successful since that process ended anyway. The 6 months has already gone past. I've put in a lot of work personally these last 6 months to just baby step my way all the way to the things that I had written down, and then beyond. I'd like to go beyond what I've written down and keep going for the projects that I feel that are personally my calling. And I may not have a name for it yet. I may not have a certain niche to work with yet, but I'm on that journey, and I think it was important that we all catch up with each other and see how we're doing post-application process. It was a very hard process to go through. I think one of the main things I would have wanted out of the winnings was to really just have a mentor for 6 months or longer, actually, because I think when you have somebody cheering you on and helping you get to where you're going, and they actually care about where you're going, it just makes a difference in life in general. Even if you're not a photographer or artist, you need people to push you along. And that has been my struggle for quite a few years, is having somebody close-knit with me that believes in me, that tries to understand me, and so I can be the best me that I can be, plus accomplish the things that I know I'm supposed to do. So, but I just wanted to give you a quick update. That's me. That's where I'm at right now. I'm sure there's a lot more to come, but I hope you enjoy this video, and I had a blast catching up with all the other the non-winners. So it was just a pleasure to be a part. Thank you so much. And thank you to Sony Alpha Female.